Chapter 4. A Mystery. Suddenly the 12 girls heard the doors open. "Good morning, ladies," Rowena called. Genevieve and the other 11 girls found themselves in the kitchen. "Wide awake, I see," Rowena said as she saw some girls leaning on her hands. Genevieve replied simply, "We're fine." "We're fine, thank you." Suddenly Hadley looked over her hand and fell back asleep. In her bowl, someone was way up past their bedtime, Rowena said gently. She turned to her servant, Desmond. "Desmond, wake them up!" Desmond grabbed the chair that used to belong to Queen Isabella before she died shortly after the triplets' birth. Desmond picked the chair up and set it down hard. Hadley woke with a start. The girls gasped and tried not to laugh as Hadley looked around with gravy on the side of her cheek that fell. "Well, so," Rowena asked, "what exactly were you doing last night?" Before the girls could reply, the butler came into the room. "A visitor for the Duchess." "Yes?" "A Mr. Fabian is here." Rowena nodded quickly. "Oh, yes, I was expecting him." She walked to the door. "I want answers when I return." The girls silently sighed to themselves. The secret was safe. For now. "She's sure in a hurry," Genevieve thought to herself. The butler had another message, and the king requests his daughters to visit him in his bedroom quarters. The girls bailed from the seats and walked to their father's room. Genevieve opened the door. Something was odd. "Look who's here," they said, setting up in bed, the Wild Bunch. The girls were a little confused. It was nearly noon. Why was their father still in bed? "Are you sick?" Jimmy asked, concerned. "I'm fine. Just a little tired. I didn't feel up to breakfast this morning." The triplets ran over and climbed onto the big bed. "Papa, you won't believe what happened last night," Genevieve said. Enough ground. "Last night? Don't remind me. We were supposed to celebrate your birthday, and I fell asleep inexcusably. Is it too late to give you your presents?" "No!" the triplets said. Genevieve saw something nearby. She peered out the window. Rowena was giving something to a man with a blue coat. That was probably Mr. Fabian. She thought to herself. What was Rowena up to? Suddenly she heard the triplets squeal with delight. Genevieve turned to see each triplet holding a box. She didn't smile. There was a locket in each box. "Thank you, Papa," the triplet said. "Am I forgiven?" Randolph teased, knowing the triplets weren't mad. "Yes," Papa Day laughed. Genevieve looked out the window again. She wished she knew what was running up to. "You alright?" Helen asked. Genevieve quickly turned around. "Yeah, I was just thinking of something," she assured Malin. "Would you like us to sing for you, Papa?" Ashlyn asked. "Yes, I'd like that." The girls smiled and sang for their father. Secretly, they were showing they didn't need Duchess Rowena to their father. A few moments later, the doors burst open. Everyone turned to see Rowena with a cart of tea. "Come in, Rowena," Randall said. "I heard the commotion. I thought you were unwell." "I am," Randall said, "but I love when they sing for me." Rowena shook her head. "Look how pale you are, dear cousin." She turned to the girls. "That's enough. Out, please, out." Genevieve turned her face. "But," Rowena said, "I'm not feeling well." Genevieve turned to leave, but she couldn't help but be concerned about her father. "Papa, maybe you should call for the doctor." Randall thought, "Good idea, Genevieve. Why don't you do that for me?" Genevieve nodded and left the room. She went to a nearby guy. "The king requests that you call the doctor, and will you please call the cobbler and have him bring us new dancing shoes?" "Yes, Your Highness. And please call the doctor and cobbler today." "Of course, Your Highness." The girls went outside, and a few hours later Derek arrived. "I brought the shoes like you requested," said, setting a chest down. "Were the ones before not to your liking?" Ashlyn shook her head. No, we just wore them out." Genevieve stepped forward. "We've been out dancing." And she secretly gave Derek the key to the pavilion. She climbed the steps out, opened the gateway in their room. on the similar stones in their mother's dance floor. Derek smiled. She's graceful, she's beautiful, and a beautiful dancer. She's perfect, he thought to himself. It was a magical time, Genevieve said. She finished twirling 3 times. Ashlyn handed Derek her worn-out ballet shoes. Can you fix them, Derek? Derek studied the shoes. As he moved them, something sparkled. Is that gold dust? It's a secret, Genevieve said quickly. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to pry, Derek said quickly. Genevieve said kindly. I didn't think you were prying. It's just that... She looked over to the balcony to see Desmond. She turned back to Derek. Derek, may I ask you for a favor? Of course, Your Highness. Jimmy led Derek somewhere where they could... private, where she could tell him what she wanted to. This morning, I saw just as Rowena gets talking to a man in a blue coat and a beard. Mr. Fabian. I'm afraid I don't know him, Derek replied. Will you please find out what they traded, or at least what Rowena gave him without him knowing? Because I don't trust her. I'll try. Suddenly the chest slammed shut. Derek and Jimmy whipped their heads around to see Twyla sitting on top. Oh, hey! Felix's voice could be heard from inside. Watch the feathers. Genevieve picked the Twyla up. Twyla, please, don't be rude, she scolded. Derek opened the chest. Felix flew out. Next time, lock her up and throw her the key. Felix, Derek groaned. He closed the chest and stood to his feet with it. I'm sorry, Hans. That's okay. Derek shot Felix a skull as he started walking back to the car. What were you doing? Me? The cat started it. Jeremy overheard the conversation. Twyla, she said, looking down at the kitten. Telling Amanda to say, sorry. Well, that's the end of this chapter. So who in the world is Mr. Fabian? Stay tuned and find out. Comment, like, subscribe, bye. And we're nearly halfway through the story.